Welcome to our 80th segment and our last segment of Student of the Week for this year. Joining me today is DP1 student Szara Wasim, who was chosen here for being balanced. Now, can you tell me why you were balanced?
Looking at through the IB aspect, I think I was chosen as a balanced person because I maintain my extracurriculars and my studies, or try to maintain them and prioritize them equally. And also because the people who voted and the teacher who voted, they really like me. So
I understand. I totally understand. This being our last segment, we're going to go ahead and turn it around a little bit. Usually the students ask me questions, but now I'm going to go, because she's my DP1 student, next year she'll be DP2 and be one of my leaders. I want to go ahead and really put her under the hot seat. So, Ms. Szara, let me ask you, after this particular year, where I have pushed for having learner agency, student-centered activities, is there something that you would like to see next year in the school to either continue or to start?
I think we focus a lot on studies, and as of last year, it was mostly studies and not a more focus on sports, but this year that changed. And I think that was very helpful to the students as well. Because
would you say that was balanced?
Yes, because now this year we focus more on curriculars to regain that spirit. And so I think the students now have an experience of that as well. And I think taking that forward to the next year and the coming years, it would be very helpful because personally for me, IB was very difficult because I also came from the mainstream. So IB was completely different. And I think it can become really exhausting at times. So those fun activities and those sports, those challenges, I think they're very important to even take your mind off of studies and, motivate you in a way. So I think I would like to see that, and it was a very great initiative.
Okay, all right. Now, do you have a question for me? We'll go back and forth. So, do you have a question for me?
Yes.
Okay.
So talking about balanced, how do you think that, as a principal and someone in authority, how can you help, especially our DP students, in maybe introducing balanced programs or something, and how you can help us with our studies in terms of staying balanced?
Okay. Well, one of the things that we do well, I believe, here is that we do the PTMs, parent-teacher meetings. And in the parent-teacher meetings, you, as the students, you lead. You tell us what you think you need in it, and our teachers pretty much prescribe an approach to that. In addition to that, what I think might be important is, as a student, giving the need for being balanced. That way, a change in the schedule where you yourself might be able to go either take a longer break or have a break where some type of activity within the day could help you out a little bit more. Now, currently, you do have the freedom to go in a quote-unquote senior type room and hang out and just relax, take that particular brain break. But we do have our facilities here. For example, we do have a gym. Next year, I'm hoping to enroll our students in some type of yoga meditation. So I have to go ahead and see whether or not the yoga instructor would be available throughout the day. So if a group of students want to go ahead and come in and do the stretch, clear their minds, do a little bit of meditation before they go to class, that can also help. But having something other than the focus solely on the academics within the day is very important. Of course, one of the things that we're going to try to do that we did well this particular year is the house matches. And so the house matches that are coming in for next year will be already scheduled. So looking forward to that also might give you guys the ability to forget the studies for a little bit. Let's go out and have some fun. Let's go out and cheer. Let's go out and do a little trash talking with each other. So it's good. Yeah? All right. So, now I have another question for you. All right?
Yeah.
You ready? I'm going to put you on the spot. If you had to go ahead and say, who is your favorite teacher in DP1, who would it be?
I think I have like this really special bond with my Urdu teacher, Miss Nabia. She's more of like that motherly figure, and she's very helpful. You can always reach out to her, not just in studies, in like anything. And like just in normal class conversations, I feel like she teaches us so much about life and how to implement, even if it's just a story, how to implement those stories or those lessons in your daily life. So I feel like I get to learn a lot from her, and she's just like, I really like her personality.
If you were to go and fit her into a learner profile, which one would it be?
I think it would be communicator, because it's the way she communicates that makes everybody feel so inspired around her. And yeah, so a communicator.
Okay. I have another question. Okay. You mentioned that you're coming from mainstream.
Yes.
Okay. And by mainstream, you're talking about A levels, O levels type of system.
Yes.
So, can you tell me, how do you find IB, and what are the good things regarding IB?
So I think mainstream was more focused on the book knowledge and just sticking to the books. And I think when I came to IB, first of all, the laptops, the introduction of like the research-based and everything, I think that was very helpful in a way that you're not restricted to one material. If, for example, there's a topic and I disagree with it, and I have like another perspective, and in terms of books, you weren't allowed to like, go against the concepts. But in IB, it's like, if it's your perspective, you are more than welcome to share it with the research. And it was very helpful in a way that you didn't feel restricted anymore. And IB, I think IB is just more of like a program for your entire life. Like, for example, these attributes, it doesn't just help you learn things about books, it helps you learn things about life as well. It maintains your character and shapes your personality in a way as well. And so IB was more helpful than mainstream, in my opinion, because again, it didn't restrict you, so you were open to do anything. And nowadays, I feel like children are more used to with technology. So the shift from books to technology was also helpful because you're comfortable with it. So you can explore based on your needs, and yeah.
Can you describe the culture here at Newlands?
I think it's very friendly and open to everyone. The teachers and the students, I think they're all very welcoming. And I don't think there's that political drama that usually is at schools. And at this age, especially with teenagers, I think that is controlled here in a way, because everybody just is like, it's like a huge family. And so I think it's very welcoming and very supportive. And there's no like differences or discriminations between students. So it was a very welcoming environment. Even when I came here, I thought it was very comforting, because even the teachers, I think teachers set that tone for students. So I think the teachers here are very helpful. And they've set these rules that help you come out of your comfort zone and, interact with everyone to like fit in. So.
Well, that's the end for this particular segment. Not only that, it's the end of our particular year. Thank you for joining us every single week. And next year, we're looking to even have it even further developed, and looking for more interactions with not only with Szara, but also with all our other students. So until then, see you guys later.